I've actually covered multiple stories about, these state legislatures in these crazy Republican states, basically, making blatant violations of the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment. I believe one of them that I was talking about was there. I think it was in Arkansas as well, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was another crazy Republican state where they have the 10 Commandments on the state capitol. So it's like very, very clear, very, very clear violations of the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment, which states that that the state cannot choose any religion, and by putting up the 10 Commandments, you're choosing Christianity. So now we have another fucking crazy story here. So it says, "In God We Trust" posters to be displayed in Arkansas public schools. So this article says, hundreds of posters with the national motto, "In God We Trust," will soon be on display in some Arkansas public schools. Despite the objections of atheist and First Amendment groups, a new state law, Act 911, requires schools to display posters with the motto, along with the U.S. and Arkansas state flags if they are donated. The law says the posters may be displayed in each public elementary and secondary school classroom, library, or any public building in Arkansas that's maintained using state money. This is complete bullshit. Okay, before I even get into the rest of the article, this is just complete bullshit. So here's something else that I want to say. So Republicans who say that, they're free speech, and I don't know if these motherfuckers are really all about that stuff, on the college campuses and stuff like that. Your Jesse Lee Petersons, I think that's his name. The people are saying, we should pull their funds because they're not employing the First Amendment. So with that same law, and I actually agree with that logic. I actually agree with that. I don't agree that in the situation of Berkeley they should have taken it because it was the police who said, "Hey, this is unsafe." But anyways, the point being, the argument, generally speaking, is that the colleges or universities that receive public funding are essentially state actors. And that's why they have to uphold the Constitution. And I completely agree. And that's why in this situation, this shouldn't be allowed. Because there's a clear, very clear violation of the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment. You're clearly setting up, they're not following the Establishment Clause. Because they're putting "In God We Trust" posters in public schools. Public schools are obviously funded by taxpayer dollars. You can't fucking do that. It's the whole point of the First Amendment. So, this type of shit is just, it's so blatant and it's so obvious. It's like, how is this even a thing? And why the fuck is "In God We Trust" on our fucking currency? What's the reason for that? What's the purpose? Because, motherfucker, I don't believe in God. So why is that shit on the currency? It makes no sense. How is that even in the pledge? Shit is just fucking stupid, man. They go on to say that, American Atheists alleges the posters violate the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment, while the Freedom from Religion Foundation says Act 911 uses, quote, "the machinery of the state to promote Christianity." Again, when a public school or anything public is receiving taxpayer dollars, that means that they're a state actor, meaning they have to uphold the Constitution, meaning that they have to refrain from establishing any religion whatsoever.